The tone set with a passionate rendition of the national anthems. But now the talking is to one side. Raymond Ndaka making 3 changes to his side. Pato Sevilla in Mamelodi Sundowns, a left back into the starting 11. And just like on match day 3, saw Neo Rapu, who's further forward, still wearing the captain's armband. Mogamat Abrahams also comes in for Mafundo Villacarzi. And there's also a return for Shaquille April as Lutwano Aku, as well as Lanya Ile Fili take a place on the bench. Filled, and especially after seeing, I'm sure, what's been going on elsewhere at Egypt 2025. Abdallah Jeme, and in charge, Gambia referee wanting clean and well-fought match. Bar, of course, Udashor and Agag Ibrahim keeping a watchful eye. Not to get involved too much over the tournament. DR Congo losing their first game in the tournament against Senegal, but still progressed as one of the best third-place sides. Guy Bukasa makes 3 changes himself. It's all down the left flank. In comes Dieu Merci Lukombe, Frederic Ikuele and Ibrahim Matobo as dropping out Laundry Soko, Makoko and Tony Talassi. And certainly Talassi had a tumultuous game against Senegal, giving away an early penalty. Generally all action, but he'll be watching on from the bench. So moments away from kickoff. DR Congo captain Samuel Ntanda prepares to get us underway in the last of our 4 quarterfinals. Chile 2025, the World Cup in September, awaits the winner. And then it will be objective African title. A huge roar as the players on the pitch know exactly what they have to do. By hook or by crook, it's advance, and DR Congo look for an early start. Samuel Ntanda trying the cutback. Well, he was playing through the middle, a start against Senegal, but then a switch. So Talassi through the middle and Ntanda on the left. Didn't really work out. Captain, peripheral figure. They'll hope the Sampdoria-owned striker is far more involved tonight. And he'll have to do a good job to beat Fletcher Lowe. Raymond Ndaka's goalkeeper, I mean, just conceded 3. His side have scored 6 goals with 5 different scorers. Well, for Guy Bukasa, 4 goals scored, shared between his captain Ntanda and Noah Makanza. Of course, South Africa's journey to the quarterfinals started with a real bash on the head. Could get worse if DR Congo can strike. Clipped in by Fave Urdi Bongeli. The Tepe Mazembe winger couldn't find the head of Ntanda. South Africa get into the box, and it's a first touch back in the lineup for Ugamat Abrahams, facing Ofundo Vilakazi. again. Akil April with the ball in. It's a slice from Frederick Efuele. The young Leopards looking stressed. Guy Bukasa looking worried. Tutu, one of the players playing his trade outside of his home country. On the books at Strasbourg. Looking to try and help keep South Africa at bay as Neo Rapu prepares to deliver. Decent ball to the back post, and certainly Tyler Smith, excellent target. Big central defender of Stellenbosch. Now he's opening his teammates, plugging gaps, because there's huge space in behind. Lovely ball from Ntanda. That's really good working back from Shaquille April. Referee's whistle, but a quick check and no penalty. Certainly didn't have the feel of one in real time. And after looking in control, South Africa suddenly given something to worry about, and Ntanda finds its way to Matobo, but then he can't feed it back to his captain. Shaquille April thought about going early instead. Fires it into midfield. It's back from Lazola Maku. Dropping deep is Gomolemo Kekana. Tyler Smith elected to go long, and it's gone directly out. The time to get the ball back in play, but finally the throw taken, and Ntanda up a barrier, but that's given away cheaply. Asheni challenged well though. Maku gets the call, and it's a lovely little 1-2. Asheni down the line. Well, the midfielders remained off the pitch. Now gingerly back on. Contest starting to warm up. DR Congo starting to get over those early jitters. It's a lovely attempted first time ball. Juro Zaoka couldn't quite get the angle right to put Ibrahim Matobo in. Thumbs up, but also calling for a bit of calm. This was the corner kick taken in, struck through, and you can see Safiso Timba, player in question when it bounced up, not even convinced it took his hands, and even if it did, coming off the keeper, you can understand why that was reviewed and cleared. So the late news, this CAF the 20 Africa Cup of Nations, Egypt having led 2-0 and seen Ghana score a deep into extra time penalty for a 2-2 draw. In the end, the young Pharaohs have advanced to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup and the semi-finals here in their home tournament. 5-4 on penalties. So that means we have 3 of our 4 semi-finalists. It'll be South Africa or DR Congo to take the last place, and we'll face Nigeria on the 15th of May. And And it is a titanic other semi-final. DR Congo taking maybe their first step. But it's another fine save low from Fletcher Lowe. But Ntanda, I don't think should have given him a chance. That's why he's showing frustration. Corner taken a bit too quickly, the referee's liking. But after a hairy start, it's the DR Congo giving South Africa some chills. They've gone with the short corner again. Bonjelli didn't think about hitting for goal. Headed out by Kakana. Clipped in blind. Now Abrahams looks to clear. So North African derby, Morocco against Egypt for a place in the AFCON final. One of these sides play off against the most successful side in under-20 AFCON history, although Nigeria last won 2015. For these two nations, South Africa the most experienced, 9th competition. It was their debut when they finished with a silver medal in Morocco, 1997. Since then they've finished in the final four on 4 occasions, meaning 4 opportunities to go to the under-20 World Cup. DR Congo, it's just their second full AFCON at this level. They have never been to a World Cup and under-20s. Took until Egypt 2025 to get their first victory in this competition. Finished bottom of their group in Algeria in 2013. But Raymond Ndaka certainly knows this is an entirely different young Leopard squad. So South Africa having the better of the early exchanges. DR Congo started to look a real threat, but there's a Shenny, couldn't quite get the angle. Decide to go back, certainly having 2/3 of the possession. Apart from Shaquille April's shot over the bar, really threatened Ryan Tutu too much. Sotimba surviving that early, if relatively weak penalty cry. There you go, Ntanda again, drifting onto the left to allow Matobo more centrally for the throw-in. Now takes up the central position. David Nkandila trying to switch the ball. It does eventually reach the left flank. Matobo. Jules Aoka whips it forward. Timba gets something on it. Runs for another DR Congo corner. Ball swung in. Ntanda looks likely. Couldn't quite get his head to it. The shot from Bonjelli was blocked. Certainly not easy to make changes. Shaquille April hoping to show it means they're sharp and fresh. Caught out there. Stu Merci Lukombe. Made sure he got to the ball first. South Africa having control of the midfield. stress and strain on the faces of the EGYPTE bench. Bright start has somewhat withered away. So 3 changes to South Africa's starting lineup. Bukasa making 4. And here's one of them, Matobo. An offside flag already raised. Very tight there. It really shouldn't be offside. Les Aigles to Congo forward. It's good strength from the Shelanda, the Union Saint-Gilloise defender, fighting his cause. Ndaka certainly be pleased with some aspects of EGYPTE's play. DR Congo competing better. Wow, yellow cards flashed out. Josaoka wants an explanation. The referee was certain. As the arm just smashed into the face of Shaquille April, who's protecting the ball. And there's that. A bit of a frustration for Aoka right in the engine room of the DR Congo midfield. They're carrying a yellow card, but Congolese certainly well represented. The fans here for a party. Can the players deliver? For now, they're looking just to try keep the EGYPTE at bay. It's a long way out. The Rapu drills it in, but that's easily dealt with. Now a really good ball on his bike is Ojeli, and it goes to the other flank. That's a wonderful ball, and Rapu had to get the contact right. Managed to make sure he got first contact. Down the line. Oh, that's superb. Little shift of the ball. Tanda. Actually, great play by Frederic Nefuele. He gets a low 5 from Tanda. He'd be a bit lucky to get a free kick there, given the fact very much 6 1/2 dozen of another. Going across to give Matobo another option. Bongeli, who came into the starting 11 in place of Manuti. It's his second appearance. He's only played 45 minutes, but it is swung in, and Aoka was waiting. Vital clearance by Tyrone Smith. Just making sure they got their positioning right as Fuele prepares to deliver. Outswinger cry by Fletcher Lowe. It's a long, deep one. Not the most convincing of headers. Will the second be? Unfortunately, it's an overhead kick in a situation that is just not advisable. Certainly want to see the spectacular, but in a crowd of players, safety comes first. And Siliwe Wali, thankfully okay. And Bongeli, as mentioned, just 45 minutes of action. Unfortunately for the Tepe Mazembe winger, the rule of "it's my first" is not really a rule. Going for something unforgettable, just dangerous Congo player. So extra time and penalties if needed. Jelly's yellow card is confirmed. It's already been confirmed that quality of the countries remaining in this last 8, as that's a real headache in the back for Ryan Tutu. Asheni can't get it past Gonji, but now the number 9 looks up, somehow makes a shooting angle. 4 white shirts around. The young Leopards almost paying a heavy price for the goalkeeper's error. Hand of apology from Ryan Tutu. Could have been a lot worse. The upcoming corner kick. Stellenbosch's Abrahams to deliver. He almost tried to deliver the opening goal. Cleared off the line. That's brilliant play after they'll advise over a kick. Jelly breaking through, getting sandwiched. Shenny putting pressure on, but Tutu gets there. Congo get a foot on it. Bonjelli. Brilliant first time switch. Matobo waiting for an option. Gives himself a crossing option. Swings it in. Bonjelli was there. Well done as Yamajita tidy up and now look to break. What a brilliant ball by Rapu, clipped into Asheni. Now here comes the captain, but the back heel blocked. And stepping in, trying to get the motor running. Sabia. Rapu, Asheni. It's a good thing the handball was given, because might have actually chased after the loose ball. Well, that's so unfortunate. Ju Kanji smashing it off. Shows Aoka's hand. Doesn't look best pleased. So much at stake for these coaches. Could be leading their national under-20 side to Chile in September. The World Cup party gets underway. Naka will be following a list of coaches who have had the honour. To see this chance creation from Asheni, twisting and turning. Kanji clearing from the near post. South Africa, only once in their 4 World Cup stints, got it out the group stages. That was in the nation of Egypt back in 2009. Otherwise they've failed to win a match, crash out for the knockout phase. In fact, the year they did get to the knockout phase, Ghana won their first World Cup title, as that free kick is well wasted, edging towards a half-hour mark. from Matobo, but he did well not just to not be put off, but his pass, she has got South Africa moving from right to left and now down the flank. That is really poor from Abrahams, coming across David Mukandila. He had the fullback under pressure, just getting too close and tripping him up. Easy out. Matobo, what about the cross now? Sees it deflected. Just hovering on the edge of the box was Noah Makanza, along with Ntanda. He's got 2 goals at this tournament. Oh, lovely. Played the ball one way, went the other. Again, couldn't find the ball. The host of South African shirts in the way. Tylon Smith. It's a good ball out to Sabia. He's got space. Time to have a look. Rapu. South Africa failing to qualify for the last 2 editions of the Under-20 AFCON, after finishing 3rd in 2019. It was hosted by Niger. Second place in their debut in '97. 3rd place in their last appearance, and 2 4th place finishes in between. They've never been African champions. Churlo launched forward, low by Tylon Smith. And it could be a bit of trouble. It's won in a good position in the final third. And the strike comes in. But Samuel Ntanda couldn't keep his effort down. Really wanted to see him hit the target. No such luck for Aki Bukasa. And they were hoping to really get the celebrations cooking. Despite his 2 goals thus far, Ntanda, 19-year-old Belgian-born, unable to do as he did the 1-0 draw with Ghana, the first ever Under-20 AFCON victory, come from behind 3-1 success against Central African Republic. Flipped into Asheni. Very strong and skillful on the ball. Majita number 9, and also frustrated he didn't get the ball back from Rapu. Sabia, who protects it well. Asheni, challenged well by Aoka. That's loose. Igwali putting his side under pressure. Tobo drifting to this right side, now he just wants to clip through the 2, does so. Ojeli tries to just batter his way through. Strong play from Kekana to help out. Fuele back to Shalanda. Now Galonji able to have a look. There's a bit of movement from Mukandila. It's too high for the right back. really gave Fletcher Lowe too much concern. Just the fact that Samuel Ntanda was getting the space and the opportunities. Ntanda, good in the bad as such. Chances on goal now. Final warning from the referee. His fans are certainly bouncing, waving their colours, but his header, like his shot before, should have been on target. Too comfortable, and now he's in real trouble. There's even more trouble though. Escalating will just be happy there was cover, as it's just a yellow card. Joe Kalonji's positioning may have just saved him, but let's see. Far will have the opportunity to take a second look. The Union Saint-Gilloise defender caught out by Shaquille April and then chopping him down. That's because despite having Kalonji in front of him, could have been a simple pass to his left. As things stand, Daniel Shalanda, the yellow card, and one I think you'll feel was worth taking. 2-2 in his defence, showing fragility. Can they survive? There's Rapu and Timba with April nearby in the conversation. Looks like Rapu will be hitting it. Will he go for goal? Seems likely Asheni will want to snap up any loose ball. Shaquille April gives a little move, but it's Rapu, but the wall does its job. Timba. Now Kikana. There's a bit of space. Rapu wants to hit. He had the time, but also Asheni is another frustrated South African. Well, he'll want his players to be a bit smarter. Shot was certainly on. See from that angle, Asheni was a good option. Either way, it's a very poor effort. Now Matomo starting to make some trouble on the right flank. A little nibble there from Rapu. He's smart not to make the challenges. Ntanda heads it. Comes to left back Lukombe. Asheni. And Abrahams, who's been, well, there's a yellow card coming out. It's Rapu. Certainly in a bit of a battle here. Abrahams, just a nice little rugby tackle. Might get a chance with the ball. Ntanda, lovely little layoff. There's space. He decided to go for a goal, and Nakanza has had lift off there. The Mechelen midfielder on the books at the Belgian club. Fletcher Lowe hits it high. Flick around the corner. Abrahams gets there first. Makes some space for the pass. Cute little triangle. Asheni was taken out. South Africa might have wanted to play on. Phew, Kalonji could have been another in the book. Not a nice challenge. Right in front of the referee. He'd be fortunate not to be cautioned. It's his positioning that meant Silanda only got a booking. He's now avoided joining his centre-back partner. Brilliant challenge. And now Matobo into the box, but that is a wonderful recovery run from Lazola Maku. He feels he was fouled, but the referee points to the corner flag. This match on a knife edge feels like just a bit of quality and composure would open the route to the goal. Frederic Efuele, the books at Toulouse in France. It's a low ball in, struck well. Excellent positioning, blocks the way. Fisa Timba to the rescue there, as it was certainly struck with venom. And it's broken to Ntanda, uses his body well, he wants it down the line, but Tobo instead cuts back to Aoka. Big switch on from Efuele. Shaquille April tried to get in there, but it runs instead for Bongelli. It's back on it thanks to the help of Lukombe. Ball from Silanda. Aoka. Tobo has a bit of space, doesn't get the pass right. There's a little gap there. Strong challenge on Kekana, wins it back for DR Congo. Brilliant ball. Mukango. Oh, Mukandila. To dig out his cross. As things are going, certainly no suggestion this will be the outlier of the last 8 matches. There's all the hallmarks of going all the way to extra time and penalties. Can someone change that? Another attempted overhead kick, not fully formed from Ntanda. As DR Congo really have their tails up in the dying embers of this first half. Bongelli. Oh wow, he's just passed it straight to April. The referee. He didn't lose it. Shilanda into the midfield. Aoka, big, strong and striding, and then flashing the ball out of play. A little nibble on the thumb. Raymond Ndaka has, I think, his side started so well, so confidently, but Guy Bukasa's side has finally settled down into the match. The young Leopards have made this a very intriguing final quarter-final. Rapu, well dropped for a square ball, Abrahams, but played away from him, riding the challenge and then playing it out. Bongelli can't reach it. And a bit of loose play when a relatively simple pass executed would create a dangerous opportunity. Ingram's really the space to be able to take a slightly heavy touch. Cries of Ole from the stands. Good block from Tylon Smith. And Tanda does brilliantly to feed it to Maton Matobo. Overlap from Mukandila at the back post. Bonjeli never looked comfortable, and just as the first half looks to come to an end, the young man from Tipe Mazembe couldn't hit the target. And there is the half-time whistle. Huge frustration as the ball found him at the back post. The 18-year-old just slicing it wide. He's only had 45 minutes to have a go, these two sides. But at the break, it is South Africa 0, DR Congo 0. There's actually only been one match that's had goals in 90 minutes. And that was the dramatic 2-2 draw between Ghana and Egypt that went all the way to penalties. Asheni showing his frustration, he's not the only one. Will Raymond Ndaka find the answers needed?